Hello guys, welcome to another FU Money inter-week video. Today is Friday. We did not have the video on Wednesday. Too busy again with lots of crap here and configuration of new computer. But anyway, I also was really busy because the FU Money podcast is now available on Apple Podcasts. So the Portuguese channel is now available on Apple Podcasts and you can listen on the go to all the interviews or conversations, in this case, that we have on the FU Money Portugal channel every Monday at 9 p.m. live on YouTube, and just a few hours later, it will be also live on Apple Podcasts. But that's only for the audio, of course, but you can listen to it on the go, so it's really cool. Also, I've been busy copying all the content from YouTube to Rumble. So we now have all the 3 channels on Rumble too, so you can check it out. Just search for channels and then FU Money with the spaces in between the letters and of course the words. And of course you'll find the 3 channels: FU Money Podcast, FU Money Portugal, FU Money News on Rumble. The FU Money Podcast is still ongoing because there's a lot of episodes. I'm moving from YouTube, copying, not moving, and I keep saying moving. I'm copying the episodes from YouTube to Rumble. FU Money Portugal and FU Money News already have all the videos available, so you can also check it out. So in case we get deplatformed on YouTube someday, probably you will be able to continue watching us on Rumble, and I will keep checking also some other platforms. So don't forget, Apple Podcasts, you can search for FU Money Portugal, and also on Rumble, you can search for the 3 channels that you have here on YouTube too, and everything will be available there also. Okay, Bitcoin has been going crazy. Yesterday going up, today going down again. So it's not bulls and bears anymore. It's like kangaroos. We're just jumping from price action to price action and keeps going really, really crazy. But let's go to the numbers and let's see what is happening here. So we are now at $47,800. That represents, don't forget, these numbers are, of course, the numbers of the last 24 hours of spot volume traded. So this does not account for derivatives, futures, and crap like that, which you should never be doing anyway. But in any case, here it is. $47,866. That's 1% less, 1.2% less than the previous 24 hours. And the volume traded for Bitcoin is $11.21 billion. Ethereum keeps in second place. And of course, every day I get those crazy people saying that Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin. Of course, keep on dreaming, guys. That's really funny. I laugh all the time every time I see someone. I hear this argument since 2017 that Ethereum is actually going to flip Bitcoin. Yeah, it's a very old argument. They are still waiting since 2017. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years they have been waiting for Ethereum to flip Bitcoin. Guys, wake up, you zombies. You crazy people, this is not going to happen. So keep going. If you want to lose your money, have fun staying poor. But anyway, Ethereum is around $4,000 per coin, which represents 4.5% less. So it's a decrease of 4.5% since the previous 24 hours with a volume traded of $9.62 billion. So Bitcoin keeps going on first place. Of course, this will never happen. Ethereum will never be in first place. Keep that in your minds, guys. You're just crazy if you think otherwise. Okay, that's it for the numbers. The rest, of course, I don't care, but keep an eye on this. There's blood on the streets. Everything is on the red. Stop thinking that just because Bitcoin is going down, the other shitcoins are going up. It's not happening. Shitcoins are also going down because the only thing they can do and they know to do is just copying Bitcoin, nothing else. And there's nothing really there that will, make it a better technology or anything like that. Okay, taking a look at the mempool space. So the mempool space is now really, really nice. It's not just one block waiting for transactions. It's 3 blocks waiting and 1 being constructed. But in any case, the The fees are very, very low if you want to transact Bitcoin right now on the layer 1 blockchain. It's only 4 sats per byte if you want to wait about an hour, which means around 5 to 6 blocks. It's 5 sats per byte with medium priority and high priority, which means it will be included in the next block being constructed, of course, 7 sats per byte, which means a maximum fee of around 47 cents of the dollar. So there's a lot of people here already. Hello guys, I really enjoy when you come here. A lot of people watching this live stream today. Sorry for not being here on Wednesday. As I said, I was really busy creating the Apple Podcasts channel and also the 3 channels we have on YouTube, also on Rumble, rumble.com. Just search for the 3 channels there, and you will find, if you search on channels, don't search for videos. You have to change the search box to channels, and then FU Money, and you will find the 3 channels there. The only one which has not been updated fully is the podcast, the main one, which I speak in English, because there's lots of episodes to upload. This will take some time, but the news and the Portuguese channel has been already updated. There's only 2 videos missing there. And this will be updated today. So today you will have at least 2 channels completely copied to rumble.com. Okay, so don't forget that. And let's see. Don't forget also this. This is the S-curve of technological adoption for Bitcoin. This was, of course, done by Everett Rogers, the Fusion of Innovation model. And on top of that, the Bitcoin adoption S-curve, which means, as I said in previous videos, keep this in mind, we are still in the early adopters phase, and the start of this bull run, in my opinion, coincides with the entering of that stage of the early adopters, which means 13.5% of people adopting Bitcoin. There's still a lot more people to adopt Bitcoin in the world, and of course, the 100% adoption will only come when all the laggards, of course, also adopt Bitcoin, and this will take some time. So we are still early. Don't forget that we are still early. If you want to start stacking sats, this is the time to do it. I know everyone is saying Bitcoin is very expensive, but don't really give importance to that kind of statement. Just stack sats because we are still very, very early. Okay, let's go to the charts then, and let's see what is happening here. So we will start. Let's start with the total market cap. So the total market cap, we continue inside the rectangle. I changed the color of the rectangle to green because now this is becoming support just on top of these levels here, and also being supported from this period when this was resistance. This was resistance, and then it became support, which was broken. Then resistance again here in August when we were trying to finish the first leg up of the recovery from the $29,000 level, and now we are around this level, still inside the rectangle, which was before the worst case scenario. Now we have to deal with it, and we lost around $800 billion in total market cap from the 3 trillion that we were early this year, not early this year, just in November, early November, sorry, around the 10th of November when we achieved the all-time high of $3 trillion. So for now, we are being supported by the 50% context line. We are just below it a bit, but we keep on going here. The trend channel is coming down now, but leveling for this week. Let's see how the next week will change the trending channel. And for now, we are still around 2.2 trillion. So really nice area to reverse the price action according to the trend line of the last chart. But for that, we are just coming a bit down on momentum. The bears are still in control. They are selling like crazy, losing money, of course, because the ones who sold here on top made a lot more money than the ones trying to sell right now, which are really close to the reversal. As you guys can see, this for me is an ABC correction, and the C is almost over, and we are just around the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level on Bitcoin, which means that it's about the same here, having Bitcoin almost half of the total market cap. So I still believe we are about to change this trend to the upside, and it will take some more time in accumulation but I will need some confirmations later, and I will show you guys there on the last chart. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly chart. So we continue to go down for this week. Since the opening, we are a bit down here. Let's see, that's around 2.73% down this week comparing to the opening price. So, but we are still being supported by the 50-period SMA. This is the really important stuff that you have to retain from this chart. I will just turn off all the drawings and plottings here so you guys can see it better. So without the triangle, without all the channels and all that stuff, look at this, a clean chart. And if you take a look, we are just replicating the same behavior we had down here when we were about to reverse the price action to the upside again on the 50-period SMA in July. If I'm not mistaken, this was in July. Exactly, so second week of July, third week of July, we started to go up, and that happened exactly on the 50-period SMA, which was really, really good support. This was also support here on the first, second, so the corrective wave 2 of the 5 Elliott waves that we are in now. We had this correction for the corrective wave 2, which was supported by the 20-period SMA. However, here we were not able to support the price around the 20-period SMA, but this is still going up. And the 50-period is still going up. And look at that, we just stopped going down exactly at the same level as the 50-period SMA, which is now at $47,500. Exactly $47,500, just a few bucks less. So this is, for me, one of the critical points that we have to hold, which is the 50-period SMA, and not close any weekly candle below it or any daily candle even below that. For me, it would be much more relevant if we can maintain the price action above the 50-period SMA on the weekly chart. That's a very, very important thing that Bitcoin has to achieve. We have to hold the lines here. So let's see how that goes. It's becoming really, really crazy to believe that we are still going to close above this 50-period, but if that happens, it will be an incredible bullish sign, and it will be very, very good for the price action to possibly reverse to the upside. So that's it for the weekly chart. Nothing really important for now, except the pattern. Let me just put the plottings again here. So the pattern continues to be valid. We are still going sideways here after this drop. And if we continue for a few more weeks on sideways RSI and then start to go up slowly but steadily like here, probably we will replicate this pattern here, which preceded the bull run that took us to the first all-time high at 64,800. So the MACD continues to be bearish, the RSI sideways, and the third oscillator also going bearish here below the zero line. But for the, I believe that this could be the 1 to 4 candle correction without the MRI top, as I said before in previous videos. So this is, we are now on a red 4 of 9, but this could be the 1 to 4 candle correction, possibly indicating reversal of the price action coming next week if the 50-period SMA holds the line. So guys, keep that in mind, really important. The 50-period SMA is really, really important right now. We have to hold the price just like we did here in July. That said, we are still inside the ascending triangle. So if we actually reverse the price action on the 50-period SMA, or maximum, but really quickly, we go to the bottom of the triangle and then reverse the price action to the upside, I'm expecting a new retest of the breakout here around these levels already in next year's January. So let's see how that goes. But the most important would be to keep that 50-period SMA intact and not broken to the downside. Okay, let's take a look at the daily. I don't want to make a very long video today. It's an inter-week video, and tomorrow you will have the opportunity also to join the live stream, the weekly live stream, which will be longer, of course, and with more participation from all of you guys. Thank you again for joining me. Okay, the daily, we continue inside this descending channel. So we have not been able to break it to the upside here. Then we came back down in a fury. Then this hold the lines, and then we started to go up again. But now notice that this was something that I was really wanting to happen. the price action to break the middle of the channel to the upside. And we were not even able to cross the middle of the channel. We came back down and now again trying to get above it. So we are now being supported by three major important areas which are now converging into the same place, which is the bottom of the descending channel, the 200 period SMA on the daily chart, and the bottom of the triangle, the ascending triangle. Everything is coming together here to be able probably to support the price action of Bitcoin. We were going up, we were not able to cross the middle of the channel again, and we came back down. So we are now around 48,000, a bit below the 49 that I believe is the critical level we have to maintain, which is the 38% fib retracement level. So I will show you guys that just in 1 or 2 minutes. Okay. Just a quick look at the dollar. The dollar is now having a bit of a retracement this week. So everything is going down. Bitcoin, the dollar, and I believe even gold. So, but the dollar is just being rejected again for the 4th week in a row. Nothing to see here. Move along. We are overbought anyway. So the RSI will probably start to send the dollar down. And this will happen still this week a bit. And then probably next week we will continue a bit down, probably to find support again on the 200 period SMA on the weekly chart of the dollar, but that will be another story for next week. So gold is again trying to break out of those moving averages, which are all coming together also. Look at that, 3 moving averages coming together in 1 point just above gold's price, and gold is not being able to surpass this resistance of all the moving averages together. So also nothing really important to say here about gold. We are just at the middle of the RSI, the MACD completely neutral, just going sideways, and gold trying to break above it but not being able to after finding support on the top of the descending channel, which is in fact the handle of the 10-year cup and handle that we already discussed many times here. So this is the 10-year cup and handle that we have been discussing for gold for some time already. Okay, let me just put this again correctly like that. So I don't see anything relevant here. The S&P is of course going up again, but I don't see it breaking the previous all-time high, and now it's also retracing a bit from the highs of this week. So everything is having problems right now. Going above the previous all-time highs. It's Bitcoin, it's gold, it's even the dollar and the S&P. Everything is trying to continue the momentum to the upside, but not really being able to, being the worst of all of them, Bitcoin, which is the one that crashed more than everything else. Now, the last thing, which is the Fibonacci retracements, and of course, it's on the title of this video. So we were trying, when I scheduled the video about 1.5 hours ago, we were still above this trend line, but now we are again below it, and this is what I don't really like. So as you guys can see, the candle is still green because we are still coming from down here from the previous one, and we were already above this trend line, but now we're retraced again, and now we are below the 38% Fibonacci retracement level, which I don't like. But I would say that for the past few days, each of these bars, candles here, really thin candles, is 1 day. This is a daily chart, and each of them was able to retrace back up to be above the trend line. We are now just a bit below by a hair. So the level would be around 49,000. That would be my acceptable level to be above the trend line. We are now around 48, so it's just $1,000, but in any case, we are below the levels we should be, and the next level of support, of course, will be around the here. Let me check. I have to zoom out. I don't remember all the levels, of course. So the next level of support will be from 45,000 to 41,000, which is this green rectangle you guys see on your screens. So don't forget that. Keep in mind that if we go below this and we break this trend line, this will be the first really big warning sign that something might not be really good for Bitcoin to continue this bull cycle in a healthy way. So I'm not saying we are not going to continue the bull cycle, but for me to consider it a healthy and sustainable bull cycle, we would have to continue above this trend line. That, of course, was never broken. You guys know this already. Since the announcement of the C word in March of 2020. We were never below this trend line. It held the price here when we started the bull cycle. It held the price here when we corrected 56% and then reversed the price action to the upside. Here for the corrective wave 2, this did not even touch the trend line, and now we are fighting to keep above it. So I would rather prefer this price action to close today above the trend line, but we will have to wait for the end of today to see what happens around midnight Portuguese time. So the 0 hours of Saturday in Portugal, it will define the close of the day and the opening of the new day, Saturday. And then on the 0 hours of Monday, this will start again the new weekly candle, and I want to see where that will start. So this will be really important the next few days. Don't forget, guys, we are just 7 hours and 38 minutes away from the daily close, and also a few days, just 2 days and a few hours away from the weekly close. And it would be really, really important that we close above this trend line. So this is the critical level that I discussed in the topic of this video. So I hope you guys continue focusing on that, and this is the important levels to keep in mind. Okay, so you guys can see that we have been really going sideways and accumulating above the trend line, but now we are below it, and I hope that we can recover by the end of today to close the daily candle above this trend line here. So that's actually what I had for you guys today. Let me just move this into place again. So this is what I really had for you guys. So I hope this bigger outlook here, you guys can see the bigger outlook looks very nice. If you zoom out, it always looks nice, but there are some critical signs that we should keep in mind, and that should not be broken. And this today is one of them. We should keep the price action above the trend line. But in any case, if you zoom out, as I was saying, this looks very good. It looks a bull cycle, but you know, something is going to be a bit wrong. I would not say that we will start a bear market or anything like that, because no one can say that, and we don't predict the future. Also, the MACD is already below the levels of the previous correction, so I don't like this MACD on the daily chart. It looks crazy. Let's hope that we can actually start to reverse the price action around this trend line, and we can maintain it and not break it to the downside. But the most important will be, of course, the weekly close. The weekly close will be the most important one. So even if today we have this slippage here, I hope that the weekly candle, at least during the weekend, we can recover some price action here and we can close above the trend line. Okay, guys, I don't see any questions. Or do we have any questions? I would like to answer at least one or two max, but take 1 minute max for each, and then close the video. So if you are really quick, I can answer at least one question, but you have to mention it. You have to use the @ symbol and mention the FU Money channel. So don't forget that. So I can put it on screen using this, using the graphics software here. So I don't see any mentions, no mentions, and the lag is not so big as that for this video. It's about 5 seconds, so you should have heard it already. Nope. Not really. Oh, by the way, I did not ask at the beginning of this live stream if the video was okay or if there were any problems with the quality of the video and audio, but I guess no one complained, so everything looks fine. And there are no questions. Okay, guys, let's keep it short today. Let's keep it short. And don't forget, tomorrow we will have the weekly live stream of this FU Money podcast channel spoken in English. So don't forget, tomorrow around 3 p.m. we will start a live stream. Also on Sundays I don't do videos, so you guys know that. On Monday we will have the first interweek video of the week, and then at 9 p.m. live on the FU Money Portugal channel we will have Pedro Hipólito, really relevant guest. Also, again, just one more relevant guest that we will have for a nice conversation on Monday evenings at 9 p.m. Portuguese time. Don't forget that. If you speak Portuguese but you don't live here, if you live in Brazil or any other of the Portuguese-speaking countries or official Portuguese language, don't forget to adjust the time period for your own country. So Portuguese time, it will be 9 p.m. with Pedro Hipólito. Okay, also don't forget that we are already available on Apple Podcasts. and rumble.com for the video. So we have already the 3 channels there. The main one, which is this one, is not yet fully uploaded because there's lots of episodes to upload, but the FU Money News one is complete, and the FU Money Portugal is only missing 2 videos, which will be uploaded today. So you will have always an alternative to YouTube if you want to watch us, or in any case, if this, for example, gets deplatformed in the future. You never know with these new totalitarian moves and regulations that come out all the time, so you never know. So it's really good to have an alternative if by any chance we get deplatformed here on YouTube. You guys know you can find us at rumble.com, Apple Podcasts, and soon I will announce more platforms where you can be, where you will be, well, the channels will be available for you guys, okay? So for today, that's all. Let me just put this message on your screens, the usual Twitter channels also where you can find us. The first one on top is my personal account. The second one is the channel's account where I usually publish the videos that are going to be live or recorded to be uploaded. And the third one is the Telegram group where you can interact with me and everyone there. More than 630 people already live, so you can interact in real time with me and everyone there and discuss Bitcoin and the markets in general. So please join the Telegram group. You will be very, very welcome. Don't forget to click the button as soon as you get greeted by the bot that will say hello and your name, and then it will put a button below that you have to click to prove you are human and not a bot also, because we don't allow bots there, and no spam also. Okay guys, so that's it. Don't forget, because if you don't click that button you will be muted, and then you will have to ask me in a private message to unmute you. Okay, that's it for today. I really appreciate you guys coming here today. Thank you so much to all of you. I really enjoy having all the gang together all the time, every time I start a live video. So thanks again to all of you for supporting this channel, coming here. Don't forget, gently touch the like button if you enjoy this content, subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video or go live. And now, just to finish everything, as usual, I will give you the words of wisdom.
All right, let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.
Exactly, guys. Let's roll and let's be really careful out there in the markets. And I will see you again tomorrow on the weekly live stream at 3 p.m. Portuguese time. Until then, bye-bye.